Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the passion and chaos of Italian football as Bologna takes on AC Milan, a long-standing rivalry that runs deep. Founded in 1909, Bologna Football Club is one of Italy's oldest and most storied clubs with 7 Serie A titles in their name. Though their last championship was 1964, the matches against Milan are always electric. After months of delays from massive flooding, this long-awaited showdown is finally happening.
Are you ready to kick off our first football match together? Let's get tipsy, y'all.
After months of waiting, have this game rescheduled. It's finally happening. The game is Thursday night at like 9 o'clock, but it's actually a gorgeous night out, even though it's late February. It's only in the high 40s, and it's beautiful. So let's go see what this is all about.
No idea what to expect.
It's been a hot minute since I've had a beer, my God. The light beer kind of tastes like Bud Light, Miller Light.
Lighter than that.
Coors Light. We've gone all in on Bologna. We went and got some fan scarves. We have our beers. We are gonna hang out in front of the stadium and drink for a little bit. It's our first professional soccer game ever. International or domestic to the States. It's our first one, so we have no idea what to expect. After finishing our beers, we made our way into the stadium to find our seats and get situated for the game. To say that this place was electric with energy is an understatement. We couldn't believe how much was happening. Unlike the States, you're allowed to bring fireworks in, and it definitely added to this atmosphere just before kickoff. Unflattering angle on this planet. We are about 30 minutes in, and the Milan fans have not stopped talking, and neither have ours, and I don't know how they're not exhausted, but we're trying to be somewhat respectful. It's really hard to talk, but very interesting so far. First half was insane. It was also very loud, and we found out when Milan scored that we were in the Milan section, so that was a fun little treat. There was a lot of energy. I don't know how these teams do it. Just after the half, Bologna decided to respond to Milan's goal and scored one of our own. Quickly fell in love with a different chance, and good thing for us because Bologna was about to score again. We have about 5 minutes left, and things are getting very real. We just scored. Things are getting very real. We just had 5 minutes added on for this guy over here. We'll see what happens in these 5 minutes. The clock stopped running. We had +5, but the clock doesn't run. We don't know what's happening. Bologna FC and AC Milan have faced off countless times, so beating them at home, that's been a rare feat. In fact, before this game, Bologna hadn't beaten Milan at home in nearly 23 years. But today, in a long-awaited showdown, that streak finally ended. Bologna wins. Football isn't just a game in Italy, it's a way of life. The love for a team runs deep, passed down through generations, stitched into the fabric of everyday life. Eric Cantona, the legendary French footballer, once said, "We can change our wives, our jobs, even our religions, but we can never change our team." If you've ever been to a match here, you'll understand why. And tonight, under the bright stadium lights, surrounded by a sea of red and blue, we feel it too. This city, this team, these fans, they've pulled us in. So consider this our official pledge. From this day forward, we are Bologna Football Club fans.
First soccer game in the books. It's a stick football. First football game in the books.
You're 1-0.
This is really good. Just quick takeaway. Loved it. A lot of energy. I couldn't believe how much energy all the fans had for the duration of the game. I would prefer to do this over any American football game because this was 90 minutes so fast. I personally really liked it.
Yeah, it was wild. Even though we were kind of sitting in an away section, quasi, it was still great, especially when we scored our goals. I stood up, couldn't help it, popped out of my chair and started clapping. No one around me was doing anything. Forza Bologna.
So just some observations, not complaints. There was a lot of people around us smoking. The smoking culture here is still very prominent, and there was a lot of cigarettes.
At time, there was a haze over the stadium from everybody taking their smoke breaks.
Yes, and they also are allowed to have, I'm pretty sure, some sort of firework in the stands, especially at the beginning. There was like, literally, it looked like a flare, and there was firecrackers, and it was wild. I cannot personally wait to do this again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, we have a bunch of Bologna content, and we would recommend that you start with this video on what to do for one day in Bologna here. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.